on. All right, who's gonna say it? Who's gonna say it?
Six Borough Podcast. D-Rock.
Yarbs.
Steve. And our guest.
And our guest.
Team Steve.
Yeah.
Freedom.
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 It's been a minute.
Love the shirts.
Yeah, it's been far too long actually. Since anyone's fucking done anything.
Yeah. I mean, we've all done a lot of shit, but
Well, together.
Yeah.
The last actual episode we have in front of me was released on August 2nd.
God
Wow.
damn.
Yeah, well, so for maybe those that don't know, we lost our studio space middle or end of August, something like that. And there's a lot of other things that kind of stopped us from getting going again. But part of it was last minute trying to find another recording space studio. So we kind of put the brakes on the podcast for a while. But I mean, now given the circumstances, here we are. So we're down Eric Ott because Eric Ott, I don't know, he fucking does stuff and who knows, national man of mystery. So we got no Eric Ott.
I bet he's dressed up.
Oh yeah, he's still wearing loafers and shit and dress socks and yo, what up, Matt Crop? Matt Crop just waved in the live chat. Anthony Angiacci, what up, kid? How you doing? Yeah, man, I almost feel out of practice. It's been a while since we've done a fucking podcast.
I'm with you 100%. I keep thinking that.
Almost too long.
Yeah. So, all right, first things first, let's just let's address the COVID bullshit. Everybody's in fucking quarantine. I mean, there's no sports. Nothing. So Steve, what do you like for you as a gym owner right now? What's the deal? I mean, well, actually two things. You're a gym owner and a business owner. One of your businesses is essential.
Yeah.
So start with like how it is operating a business right now through this, and then we'll get into the gym shit.
So obviously, my family owns 7-Elevens in Suffolk County. We are essential. It is, it's crazy. If you're out every day, it's crazy to see a 7-Eleven so dead and empty. And I pull up and there's not one car in the parking lot except for an employee, parks on the side. A lot of people don't want to work. They're scared to work. They're scared of the virus, and the amount of people that come through the store. We get anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 customers a day. So people do not want to come inside. They think that that's going to be like a virus,
like a breeding ground
center. Yeah, exactly. So their employees don't want to come. So we have some loyal ones. We put some huge protocols inside the store as far as I hung plexiglass and all this and cleaning stuff and masks and gloves. It's just a whole nother business that we're running right now. You can't get anything you really need. It's pretty hard. Besides milk and eggs, and they come and go. And I just got like hand sanitizers for the first time in like about 3-4 weeks. Toilet paper, we're buying off-brand stuff from like.
What was the toilet paper situation like a month ago? How fucking bonkers was that?
You couldn't get it. Couldn't get it. I'd get like 2 rolls and like it would be gone in a second. You just couldn't get it. I ended up buying like from a guy that we buy like junk from, but I bought. It turned out to be CVS brand toilet paper. It's crazy. I don't know how he got it, but we got it.
Like the fucking
and
truck.
it blew out. And I bought like. Yeah, he must have hijacked the truck or something, but we got like, 20 cases of it and it blew out. And there's just like people carrying, and for me, it's a small business. So we sell like 4-packs and 6-packs. We don't have like the big cases. And guys are carrying them out like, over their head, like carrying 4-packs of like toilet paper. It was ridiculous. But really we're getting beat up. I'm sure you guys have seen throughout Long Island that, they're closing some stores. It's about
I seen
40
the
some
one by
odd
me
stores
doesn't
on
do
Long Island.
overnights now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they basically, that was like the first step. If you can't stay open due to lack of employees, it's pretty much it. Or slow business, it's dead at night, so they're closing from like midnight to 5 or 6 a.m.
So now that it's kind of, it's been a month, like it's almost, people are almost sadly getting used to this shit. What's it like? Are you kind of like, are you used to it at this point? Like have you guys adjusted enough to like now, like kind of,
Yeah, it's again, the few people that don't want to work aren't working, and they have kids, whatever the situation is, there's no school, so they're not working. Yeah, we've restaffed and hired some people, and we're kind of used to it now for sure.
yeah.
We're just, everybody's tired of it. It's like enough's enough. Everybody wants to go back. It's not something we dealt with before. Anybody.
Yeah, this is a whole new area that no one's ever been in before, and it becomes scary if we become accustomed to this.
Yeah.
Like that's what terrifies me. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but like once this becomes like the norm, what then? Like we don't go back to what we were then.
Right.
That's the way it works. Like with all types of things, like the Nazis and things like that, they would push things a little past everyone's breaking point and push them so far, just like that, and it would become the norm, and then they would push it a little bit further and a little bit further to the point where it became normal to call the cops or call the Gestapo on your your neighbor who you think might be a Jew. You're not really sure, but you know what? I think they might have lit a menorah once.
We're all Jews now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff. I actually got custom masks made just because you get looks if you walk out around without one. You know what I mean? Talking about changing normal, right? It's weird.
Yeah.
You should be used to getting weird looks when you go out. You walk funny. I mean,
I do, but now they're like more worried about what's gonna happen.
They see him hopping around. They're like, "What does this fucking guy have?"
So Steve,
Gonna catch the cripple.
in terms of the gym and how appropriate now, given what we just talked about, your gym is Freedom. I've been having some debates about Freedom lately, so props on that.
Okay.
So what's the gym? What's your plan look like? Especially the longer this shit goes on, like what's your plan if you even have one? I don't mean to put you on the spot, like.
No, it's all good. Initially, when this first happened, I was hoping, it was going to be 2 weeks. Everybody was saying 2 week shutdown, 2 week shutdown. Okay, we shut down 2 weeks, we're back open. And now here we are. It's April 11th, and it's been almost a month. I think I wrote it out the longest to like the 15th or the 16th until like basically we were told that we couldn't stay open.
Yeah, you were one of the last few.
That was the last one. I was like, I'm not going to close until they force me to close. So, now we're looking towards May. So once May comes, that'll be 6 weeks. At that point, I was hoping originally, the original plan was open, April 15th, because that was the original date they were throwing around. That's obviously not happening. So for Freedom people, I, continued to charge. And this is something I struggled with. I didn't know what to do. I reached out to a few people and they're like, yeah, just charge. And then now we're into May. Obviously, if we get to May and this is continuing, we can charge. As far as what we're going to do, I don't know. Do we start doing Zoom stuff? I've talked to a few people that are doing Zoom classes. I mean, I really, besides me, what you guys seen mess around with Nikki and stuff and online, I haven't really done much. Is there a market for that? I guess long term there will be. Right now, I don't know. Are you gonna grab? I mean, you have Yarborough. You guys can drill stuff, you know. Like, but is there a market for the Zoom? I don't really know. You
This
know,
is hard to do
it's hard to
virtually.
do on somebody. Yeah, so like people were sending me moves. Can you show me this? Can you show me that? And I was trying to do like calf crushers and stuff on Nikki and my daughter, and they were like, I dropped Madison on her face. Nikki's like, no way.
I mean, at this point, we might have to do some guerrilla shit and take those who are willing to risk it.
Yeah, I mean,
risk it and fucking
I would-
record it. You know,
yeah,
like I'll come roll with you right now. Let's go live on Facebook while we try to kill each other.
yeah, that'll be entertaining, huh?
If I tap you, you have to shave your shit into a mustache. If you tap me, I gotta get rid of it. That's
All right.
fucking.
That's good.
Dash.
Yo, who's into that? Next week, I'm down.
I like it.
What's that?
We got to get creative, bro. We gotta
That's
wager.
just something.
We'll get Luigi and
Yeah.
Marcus, they can battle for Bitcoin and shit.
Yeah, so I don't. Again, with the Zoom stuff, I don't know. I know a few people are doing it. They get like, you know, finding a drilling partner and they're just doing drills and stuff like that. There might be a market for that. I don't know. I don't know. Again,
I didn't drill. I didn't drill before COVID. I ain't doing that shit now.
Yeah, it's true. You'd have to actually be on time to a class, though.
Dude, I was a purple belt too long, you know?
Yeah.
Get warm-ups come late.
What was I going to say? I do have people asking me to do privates. I haven't even done that. You know,
Like virtual privates?
I'm not doing that.
Is that what they wanted?
No, people want to meet. There's a few people that are asking to meet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna do it at my house. And it's just risky. One of the people that was asking works in a hospital. I'm like, get the heck.
Oh, no, fuck that.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll send you.
Yeah, same thing.
Definitely gotta get rid of the mustache. Then. They're not
Yeah,
gonna
I might
believe
have.
that. Yeah.
Well, no, but you have to grow one so they can't tell.
Yeah, then that'll be good. Yeah.
Then we're good. So
My overall hope is that this doesn't go too far into May. You know.
That's everyone's overall hope.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I almost feel like it's not sustainable into May. There's a lot. Obviously, there's a lot of play here. Like I understand. Everybody has a social responsibility to some degree, right? Like you got to look out for the people next to you. We're all in this together, kind of thing.
Right.
But at the same time, I wonder if what we're doing the consequences of this won't be fully known until after. Like it almost like the impact of this might end up being worse to some degree. And I wonder how sustainable a full shutdown is past the end of April. It's like, man, you know, that stimulus check is only floating people so long, you know, and then there's like, you know, there's cursory effects of that. Like at what point does like social and civil unrest start to take place? Like I've heard about a bunch of robberies in Patchogue already. Like people breaking into businesses and shit.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah,
Probably
so
same as you.
it's slowly starting to get there, and it's like, how much worse does it get when the money runs out? There's gonna be food on the shelves of the grocery store, but you ain't gonna be able to buy it.
It's not even that. It's, you know, the idea is, you know, we're doing this to save human life, but what happens when the civil unrest leads to loss of human life?
Right.
That's really like where do you make the compromise? Where do you make that trade-off?
Yeah.
That, you know, don't get me wrong. You know, I think about it. You know, my stepfather, my son's grandparents, like he'd be devastated if anything happened to them. You know, it would be horrible. So, you know, I understand the idea of protecting the elderly,
Right.
people that have, you know, health concerns. I'm not heartless and not like trying to say like their life isn't worth it. But at some point, there's going to become, like I was saying, that $1,200 isn't going to support you very far. If you're not working, if you can't make money, you're going to start doing things that you wouldn't normally do. That's human nature. It's just going to happen.
Yeah. And not to mention like the mental aspects. Like even myself, I was saying to you the other day, I woke up and I was just like, I haven't really felt too depressed. Thankfully, I'm working.
Yeah.
In that, I'm still working. You know, I work from home. I'm happy. I'm blessed. I'm one of the lucky ones on that. I really can't complain. But like, you know, you don't do shit. And I'm a very like active person to begin with. And I'm like, it didn't hit me till the other day. I was like, bro, I'm like, just like the depression part of it starts to wear on you still.
Yeah.
And I get done with work and I'm like, well, time doesn't fucking mean shit anymore. What am I going to do? And I didn't realize it until the other day. I was like, fuck, man, I'm starting to get mildly fucking depressed.
Yeah.
And I don't really have a whole lot to complain about, honestly. And it's still starting to wear on me.
Yeah. I think it's just, you know, sitting around, not being able to go anywhere, not being able to see anybody. It's still super cold out. I mean, windy. You can't get outside. There's not much going on. That's how I
We're not meant to
go.
live this way. You know what I mean? We're just not meant to live this way. And
especially like I feel really bad for the people that are, you know, by themselves. Like if you are a single person during, like, luckily D-Rock and I have each other. My son is here with, my son is here with us because his mom's a police officer or whatever. So like, you know, she's around fucking the scummiest of the scum all the time.
Right.
You know, so he's with me all the time. So I have him to, you know, do his schoolwork and stuff like that. But those people that are single, living at home, like, you know, in a house by themselves, you know, besides like, you know, that my girlfriend lives here with us now too. So like, you know, all these things, like it to be by yourself through this, like to not have any contact with anybody, like you got to start losing your mind at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just worried about people not being able to work, not being able to take care of the necessities, right? And desperate times call for desperate measures. So that's what I'm like, you know, a lot of people are paycheck to paycheck and you miss one, you know.
back.
We're all just a couple of weeks away from, you know, what does that say? We're all 6 meals away from chaos.
Yeah, man. So there was that study. I don't know exactly what the study is, but they say like you revert, like society, that social contract that we all exist in starts to erode after like 3 days without access to basic things like shelter, food, and water.
Right.
Even when it becomes limited. Look at the response before it even happened. People, I mean, of all fucking things,
Toilet paper.
Like, yo, the water's still running, bitch. Wash your ass in the shower. What the fuck is the matter with you? Get other stuff, not fucking toilet paper. I never understood that response.
I don't know if anyone else saw it, but like I think he's a mathematician. He did an actual breakdown. Like these people that are like buying like 2 cases of toilet paper and stuff like that. He breaks it down mathematically. It's fucking hilarious. It's on like Instagram or Facebook.
How many times they wipe their ass?
He's like, you motherfuckers. He's like, these people that are at Sam's Club, Costco, BJ's buying 2 cases of toilet paper. He's like, if you're a normal human being, that should last you like 2 fucking years. Like, how long do you think you're gonna be in quarantine, or how much are you shitting? Like, maybe you need to change your diet.
Well, I don't know, dude. So super jacked, so I don't know if like you require more toilet paper when you're that jacked and handsome.
I would say a little bit more.
I would say less. Like, you know, when you're eating real clean and like protein and stuff, shit's usually nice and clean.
Everything kind of
one wipe and you're done.
Everything I eat kind of like runs right through.
Just need a test wipe.
He kind of goes right through. So.
Steve, your bowels are the only things that run, right?
Oh,
crippled piece of shit.
Yeah,
they run fast.
Wouldn't be a 6-bar podcast without Cripple Steve jokes.
I missed them.
I
missed them,
dude.
Kona
we might have a guest. Oh, she's hanging
she
out.
wants to lay down.
Got the dog.
Yeah, dude, nobody's broken in here yet, so
I think they know better.
I heard a little bang on the door.
Oh, you mean during your filming? You mean?
Yeah, I mean my kids.
Oh, I thought you meant like somebody actually breaking in and shit. Oh.
I wish someone would break in and throw him a gi. Be like, let's do this.
That's what we said. Like it was like the first like week or so into this, there were I think a couple of places in like Nassau County or something like that. I don't remember what it was, PSE&G or something like that. People were like trying to rob houses. Posing as employees of like PSE&G.
I saw that.
I'm like, D-Rock and I were like, please, fucking yes, please, come on, bring it. Absolutely.
Just put on his bath.
When you're that bored.
Yeah, that's it.
He rocks ready.
Record it. Record and throw it right up on the on the Freedom page.
Yeah. All right. So, what when life hopefully resumes, other than obviously going to the gym and shit like that, like what is the thing that you're probably looking most forward to? And you can't say the gym because obviously that's all of us. Obviously, we're fucking addicts. We all know that.
Yeah.
So, like for me, honestly, I can't wait to go sit down and get breakfast. Like I want to go to Toast and get breakfast and have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Thing, I miss doing that on like a Saturday, Sunday morning. Like wake up and train, or wake up and go get breakfast, or wake up and train and then go get breakfast. That's the thing I'm looking forward to the most.
Right.
Like I never realized how much I would miss something like that. Like sitting around and just bullshit with your buddies after. Like that's
for
the
sure.
thing I probably miss the most. Not the bar, none of that shit. That's for me. That's my number one.
Besides going to train and opening the gym, I would say for me, just taking my kids somewhere. I mean, they've been trapped in the house for a month, so we've even I'll take them to either Freedom or 7-Eleven sometimes, but I haven't even done that. I would just say we tried to go to like one of like a park or like beach the other day. We couldn't get in there, so. Just to take them somewhere where they want to go and just get them out of the house. They've been cooped up here and they're kind of over us. So, yeah, take them somewhere, and obviously besides the gym. But
what about you, Cripple? Obviously not going for a walk. So
no, man. Dude, waiting for the end of the world for 20 years.
we've been talking about this since Motorola 2010.
This stuff is like me, man. Like honestly, I kind of liked it. I might just keep it up after it's all over. Anyway.
Social distancing forever.
We've always been like, this stuff is. My kids are fine. They're riding their bikes in circles in the backyard, so they might be going a little nuts. But, and I'm cleaning garages, but like we're just hanging out in a camper on the side of the house when we get bored. And the only thing I don't like is I don't like the idea that I just can't get up and leave. That was something I didn't expect as far as like going to Pennsylvania, going upstate. It's like the county where the hunting camp I belong to is like closed. Like the county is closed. They're not letting anyone in. That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? And if I drive into Pennsylvania, like where we got the house up there with New York plates,
they ain't letting you in.
People are going to be asking questions. You know what I mean?
They shoot you on sight.
Yeah, well, you can return fire over there.
Yo, Steve, Big Steve.
Yo.
I'm in the comments on the live feed for this right now, and Phil said this might make you more social after the quarantine over. # he's asleep by 8.
Actually, it's crazy. I've been staying up. I mean, I go to bed early, probably 10 most of the time. We've been really pushing it to like 11, 11:30.
You're living on the edge, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've been, sleeping a little late, getting up. It's weird because then like all of a sudden now it's like I usually don't need that much sleep. But now I'm like, I don't want to get up, and I don't really have to rush because like usually I rush. I go to the gym. I have to drive Madison to school by like 7:15, 7:30. I'm usually like already done with the gym and all that by that. And now there's nothing going on, so I'm like, I'll just stay in bed.
Yeah, it's easy to be a loafer, man. It's
it's super
same
easy.
thing with me.
Time has no meaning anymore.
Yeah, like
There's nothing to do, so I'm like,
Like
6
being
o'clock on
retired.
Wednesday used to mean you'd be at the gym training. 9 o'clock Wednesday nights, like, I got to get ready for bed. I got work in the morning.
Yeah.
Now, like work for me, I wake up and open my fucking computer. I'm at work. So it's like, what do I need to? I can sleep a little bit later if I need to. Fucking cares.
The commute down the hall is hell, though, sometimes. Back up.
Phil talks a lot of smack, but he goes to bed early too.
He's a ginger. They can't stay in the sun long. Fucking. So Tim, Tim and Omar, I guess, are all watching together. They're all working out, so they're in the chat right now. Tim said they're a few drinks in.
Yeah.
Omar wants to know who killed Carol Baskin's husband. I didn't watch Tiger King, so I can't. I got nothing for you.
I got
Sorry,
nothing.
Tim.
I watched the first 2 episodes.
That's what I watched. I lost interest.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I just couldn't
watched-
get involved.
I watched the whole thing. Who killed the husband? Yo, he's definitely dead.
He went missing, right? Didn't he go missing?
Yeah, he went missing.
I don't know. I couldn't get into it because the way I viewed it, I'm like, oh, these are fucking carnies. This is how carnies behave. I'm not
Right.
surprised.
Yeah.
It just didn't draw me in. So
All
sorry.
right, some of it takes place in Florida. Shocking. Like, I mean, like these are the people. Like, I mean,
People writing on my Instagram right now, that big Carol.
So prior in one of our chats, I don't know if they're watching right now, but I invited Adam. Shout out to Adam. I told Adam to go redeem himself.
Okay.
That he Adam is the butt of a lot of jokes sometimes. So I told Adam he should go. Are you drinking a Corona right now?
All right, Steve, that's nice.
Good for
That's
you,
amazing.
Steve.
It's literally, it's
The
funny.
amazing thing, how stupid people are. Does everyone know how like the Corona stock took a huge fucking hit
Right.
when this first started?
Definitely.
I've been drinking this exclusively to try to like turn around the stupid people.
That's all you buy?
Well, now. So, yeah,
Respect.
yeah.
I
So
appreciate that. That's good.
Yeah.
Chrissy and I just sit on our front porch and drink Coronas. People,
You weren't kidding. You like this quarantine life.
I'm telling you, man, it's really not terrible. I just wished ammo was cheaper and you could actually go somewhere now that gas is under $2.
I
Yo,
know.
Steve got so excited when I was like, I'm gonna go buy a gun.
I
He's
got
like,
so
I've been waiting for this for a decade. He was so fucking happy. He's like, I can't believe it took a fucking a global pandemic for this moment to happen. He was so happy.
Oh, it was so good. It was so
I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I was never anti-gun ever.
No.
I just didn't. It was not something I was gonna put. I just wasn't something I was gonna put my time into.
Sure.
Because I don't know. I'm a creature of habit, and I like the things that I like, and I put a lot of time in those. I like the gym and all that other shit. So I don't know. For some reason I thought I wasn't gonna like it. But obviously,
New York kind of suck. The New York laws suck too.
Oh,
So
dude, yeah, but
it's hard to have fun with a gun in New York and to try stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know shit about guns, obviously, but when all this started to happen, I was like, I'm gonna go get myself a gun because who the fuck knows what's going on? I'm like, if I get one gun, I like my chances of getting 2 guns, so I just need one. That's the way I thought about it.
right.
So, then we went shooting and shit, and I was like, fuck, this is a lot of goddamn, like, dude, I had so much fun that day.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we got to get that going. I want to go again because I was surprised at how much I liked it and how fun it was. So, like, whether I need it ever or not, global pandemic or not, it's definitely a new hobby I'm into.
Yeah. It's totally, and then you start getting into like the engineering of different ones and like just the history and it turns into you can geek out in like 9 different ways, and it's then you turn into me. You get crippled and old and have.
I don't know, man. Who's got a bigger gun heart on, Steve or Steve? Cripple Steve or Big Steve? Because you both are pretty fucking.
I think I'm gonna go. I don't know who does. That's a good question. Steve likes all the tactical stuff.
CSF.
Yes,
Yeah, I like. I like to have a firearm for every circumstance. You know what I mean?
Floyd Mayweather has a car for every week.
Right. So like, I need indoor when it's warm.
I'm the same way. It gets really out of hand. Then all of a sudden you have all these guns and you don't even shoot. You're like, what do I
Right. You got.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's
start picking up old stuff. Like I got something right here from like the 1890s. It's actually right here. Hold on.
Of course, it's right there.
I got this thing. It's from the 1890s. If you can see.
Is that the gun that killed Lincoln?
Dude, this thing is cool. check this out. I keep this around. First of all, it weighs about 1 million pounds, and it's an octagon barrel, right? And so, check this out. When you lift this up, see if I can show you. Hold on.
Who makes that, Steve?
Some like Norwegian company or Swedish company or something like that. It's such a strange thing. Here we go. So look, click this back, and this is just a hammer. It's just a flat piece of metal. It just slaps this teeny little pin here. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
Right?
It's hard to see, but
Check this out. You lift this up, and as you lift it up, a little draw comes out. See that draw move?
Yeah.
You just put the round in
The
there,
bullet goes there, right? Yeah.
you shut it,
your fucking geek is showing hardcore right now.
and then when you pull the trigger, it just slaps that little thing, and that's it. It's basically like a cannon.
What caliber is that?
22. The 22 caliber. It's the biggest barrel on earth with the smallest hole you've ever seen. And
Not pointing at my face.
it weighs, yeah. That's the only thing.
Don't you know anything? You're not supposed to point guns at people.
Yeah, bro, you're pointing guns at a lot of people right now. Relax, bro.
He's moving in the video. Like, yeah, I mean, it's cool. You can see the how decorative it is.
That thing is in the way of the Facebook live stream like you wouldn't believe. It's just all gun barrel.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're
Like,
not having that.
this thing's super cool. And do I shoot it? No. I don't think they even make cartridges for it anymore. Is it useful? No. I mean, maybe as a club.
Yeah, hanging on your wall.
Yeah, exactly. It's cool. So I have it. And that's why my wife wants to kill me.
I mean,
It's not the only reason.
Yeah.
Can't shoot it.
I'm surprised you and your wife have been married as long as you have, honestly.
You know, I am too.
Speaking of which, Steve, what are you at? 4 years now?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're
How long?
teetering.
How long?
What is the teeter?
What do they say? What's the average for marriages that lasting? It's like if you make it past 5 years, you're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm right there.
Yeah. I think, don't quote me on that, obviously. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I've never even come close to getting married, so.
Dude, I'll be 13 in June.
Oh, Chrissy just wrote in the chat, that's not why. Like, that's not why you're close to getting divorced or anything. It's not the guns. Let's ask her why.
Oh, good. Let's see.
She became Dr. Phil.
Yeah. We're going to have a marriage counseling session right now.
You can ask her. That's fine. But
I
like,
already did.
yeah. It pushed me over and tell you all about it, I'm sure. Basically, I've learned to just not do anything because when I do shit, I do it wrong. She hates the way I do it. So I just let her do everything.
Like in the bedroom too, or?
Now,
With all due respect.
All due respect.
All due respect.
now that I know jujitsu, it's gotten easier.
In the bedroom?
Yeah, hey, that helps.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go, D-Rock? Did you fall off the couch?
I was
Yeah,
sitting on
pretty
the
much.
floor for a minute because, like, I don't know, sitting on the couch without like
Yeah,
a back thing, it gets like a
Gets
little.
jacked up.
You got to see the chair that I'm sitting on. It's pretty wild.
Let's see it.
I know what it
Is
is.
that like a dildo?
How do you know what it
I'm
is?
like, what the
Yeah,
fuck? What kind of chair are you
You're
sitting
sitting on a kettlebell? Like, what you doing?
How do you know what it is, Steve?
I was watching your Instagram setup.
He knows what it is because Steve's an expert in chairs.
Yeah.
That's true. I knew it.
yeah.
I knew it. I knew it was something goofy like that.
What?
So Chrissy answered. She said, you try to use jujitsu for everything. That's why you're going to get divorced.
It's true. I do apply jujitsu to literally everything. I forget what I was doing, and then I like ran off to the bathroom. I like threw her on the bed and just ran and like hobbled off, like, you know, fell with style into the
Oh,
bed.
I just wrote to her. I said, that's a good thing. Good hips, happy wife.
I just saw.
Wow.
I like hobbled into the bathroom and she's yelling at me, "You can't use jujitsu for everything." And I sent the Donald Trump meme, like, wrong.
Yo, speaking of which, did you see some reporter, I think it was like Wednesday or Thursday, asked Trump if he would pardon fucking Joe Exotic?
I did.
Oh, yeah, that was
At one of the
hilarious.
White House, dude. The guy was like, so in this pandemic, you know, everybody's just been watching this Tiger King shit. The guy has asked if you would consider pardoning him, and Trump just starts cracking up. He's like, who the fuck asked you this? He's like, well, your son. He's like, must have been Donnie.
Yeah.
And he's like, starts cracking up. He's like, Joe Exotic. He's like, I guess I'll look into it. Like, it's, that's a funny, like, this is fucking real life.
Yo,
Wow, it's not.
that show just taught me two things. One, God bless America. We have so much freedom, it's ridiculous. Or we did. Now we're here. But anyway, prior to that. And then the other one is,
That's a whole nother conversation.
yeah. And then I was just like, oh, that's amazing. And then the other one was, it was actually a meme. It was, you're just one bag of meth away from marrying a guy with tigers. Like, that's, you know, straight.
I saw that one.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
but like, the other thing is, though, there are streams on the internet that would be wildly entertaining that probably nobody's really watching, that we should just probably look for. Because that guy had that show for like years, right?
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. So
Oh my God, dude! It's just sit down and watch it. It's amazing. There's no other word. No. I don't mean amazing like that's amazing.
They're fucking carnies, dude. I get it. Like, I'm not surprised by their fucking behavior. Like, this is what
Wow.
carnies do.
What did he had like over 200 cats or something, right?
Yeah, man, it was crazy. He had
My dad,
And 2 boyfriends and fucking.
like
what?
Two husbands. 2 husbands.
my dad's obsessed with cats too. He's got fucking
47 wives.
big. He's had a lot of fucking
800
wives.
kids.
Yeah.
No, dude, his house-
These
his
are
house-
tigers and
his,
lions.
his house has big
My
cats.
dad's documentary would be the Dick Slinging King.
Seriously,
You might be watching this right now too. What's up, Dad?
Is he?
your dad's house, you can't move more than 4 feet without being in front of or touching something to do with a big cat.
Yeah.
No.
100%.
I've seen it. I've been there.
Yeah. Blankets, pictures, everything. All big cats. He's out of his fucking mind.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's crazy.
Whole house.
Whole house, blankets of leopard designs, tigers,
Tigers,
pictures, cat
panthers,
pictures, Black Panthers, the
lion.
whole fucking nine.
Yeah,
Wow.
incredible.
It's he's weird. He's like fucking Phil of the Jungle.
He's into it.
Super into it. All he
Yeah.
does is watch National Geographic, smoke cigars, and bang women.
You know,
It's not a bad life.
Yeah, I mean,
not a bad
I guess it's pretty good.
It's better than
Yeah.
most 80-year-old fucking
hold
people.
on, hold on. Let me tell this story.
Oh,
Yarbrough,
God damn.
Yarbrough was
fucking
here for this.
amazing.
So I don't like one of the last episodes we did actually. I talked about how I found out that my father discovered recently he had another kid, like
Right.
a 50-year-old fucking daughter that lived in like fucking Tennessee or some shit. This is not the first time this has happened in my life. So anybody who knows that backstory, my father, wild man. And so recently I was talking to my dad like last week, and he just starts casually dropping like how this doctor keeps harassing him to go back and like make appointments for cancer treatment. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, the guy keeps bothering. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? What are you talking about? What cancer? He's like, prostate cancer. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Dude? He's like, I didn't tell you. I'm like, no. He's like, oh, see how bad my memory is? I forgot to tell you I have cancer. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is the matter with you?
Like a year ago.
Yeah, a year ago.
He
He
got
got
fucking
diagnosed with prostate cancer. So I put him on speakerphone. Yarbrough got to listen to the conversation. It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life, which I know sounds fucked up because my dad's telling me he's got cancer, but like, buckle up. We'll listen to the story.
oh my God.
So I'm like, what do you mean, dude? He's like, yeah, I got diagnosed with prostate cancer a year ago. I'm like, you didn't think to fucking tell anybody about this? He's like, I thought I did. I'm like, hey man, like one of your sons just died in fucking January of cancer. You didn't like, he's like, yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm like, you're retarded. So he tells me the whole story, how a year ago, they bring him in and they want him to get his prostate checked. They got to check all the stuff. They think he has cancer. So they bring him in and he gets embarrassed because he's like, they bring me in. I'm in this office. He's like, my ass is out. I got to get up on this table. He's like, there's a hot young nurse in there. I'm like, does she have to be here? And they're like, yeah, she's part of the thing. He's like, can we get a different butt? He's like, I don't know about this. This is weird. So anyway, he's like, they get me on the table. They don't kiss me. They don't heat the table, nothing. He's like, and they tell me they got to take these samples. They get 12 samples this night. He's like, they get up there. Don't worry. It's not going to hurt. He's like, it hurts. He's like, they get up there, they start scraping. He's like, and I'm telling the guy, like, what are you doing? They're still scraping in my ass. And he's like, you don't even buy me dinner. Like, yo, all this crazy shit. So anyway, he gets the results of the biopsy back. X amount of cells come back cancer. So he's got prostate cancer. And they're like, listen, my dad's old. My dad's 80 years old. So they're like, listen, Mr. De La Rocca, your age, I guess the treatment and all this stuff is worse than the cancer that he has. They're like, it's slow moving. It's not aggressive. So he's like, let me get this straight. He's like, you brought me in here. You fucking embarrassed me in front of this young woman. And now you're telling me that I'm just going to fucking die slow? He's like, what did you bring me in here for? He's like, this is fucking ridiculous. So they're like, no,
dying anyway.
Yeah. So they're like, we got to keep an eye on this. He's like, we don't have to keep an eye on anything. He's like, I'm never coming back. So he's like, they call me all the time. He's like, every time they call me, I basically tell them to go fuck themselves. And he's like, so now they're getting to the point every time he's like, the one woman calls, he's like, I'm a little ridiculous. I'm like, no shit. He's like, she gets to the point, so she just hangs up on me now. He's like, so the last time she called and hung up on me, I called her back and said, hey, leave a note at the desk so all the other people that call me get it. And like, I'm dying laughing. And if you know my father, like, this is not, like, this is typical of my father. He's out of his fucking mind. And so, like, by the way, this started because it's all in the middle of the coronavirus. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing, bro? Like, you're 80 years old. He's back and forth to New Jersey. He's going to see the grandkids. He don't give a fuck. He's like, coronavirus? He's like, all the shit I've been through. He's like, I'm not getting killed by the coronavirus. He's like, and if I do, he's like, I don't give a shit. I don't want to live to be 90. He's like, so I'll take my fucking shit. Like, he's out of his fucking mind.
Yeah, I deserve it.
Yeah. So then he's like, the prostate cancers, like, they tell me not to eat cheese. He's like, I eat cheese every fucking day. I smoke cigars. I don't give a shit. He's like, I'm going out on my terms, whatever, this and that. So whatever. I'm dying laughing. We hang up the phone. Me and Yarbrough are fucking pissing ourselves.
Dying.
I have him on.
Laughing so fucking hard.
I had him on speakerphone. 2 minutes later, my phone rings back, and it's my dad. And he's like, oh, I forgot to tell you. Like, he calls me back to tell me the punchline of this 30-minute conversation. He's like, so you probably don't care to hear this, but, he's like, I'm 80 years old. My wife that he's been with for, 12 years, he's like, she's 22 years younger than me. He's like, she's getting mad at me because I still want to bang my wife 4 times a week. He's like, he's like, I don't use Viagra, and she's getting upset at me. Like, what do you mean? We had sex last night. You still want to have sex? He's like, I ate last night, but I get hungry the next day. He's like, what's the matter with you? He's telling me this, bro. And he's like, I don't use Viagra. What do I got you for? You're 22 years younger than me. What am I dating you for? He's like, that's the whole point. What are you mad at me for? He's like, are you going to get upset at me? He's like, what is this? Like, it's like work. I got to clock in. There's a shift. I'm like, dude, did you really just call me back to fucking tell me this? Like,
he's 80?
If you have an erection lasting longer than 4 hours, call a doctor. He's like, no, call 4 more women.
Yeah, 1 for every hour.
Oh, man. He's 80?
Yeah, he's 80.
He looks young.
Yeah, he looks great.
Maniac.
Out of his
young.
Dude, showed up here on Wednesday, calls me. He's like, I'm at 7-Eleven. You want anything? I'm like, no, I'm all right. He's like, can I come say hello? I'm like, yeah, if you want to. He's like, you infected? I'm like, not that I know of. He goes, I don't give a shit anyway. He's like, I'm going to show up and give you a hug.
Where does he live?
Lives in Holbrook.
Oh, okay.
Lives across the street from where I get my haircut. And my barber has known my father for years.
Union or something?
Yep.
Yeah, since we were little kids. His dad and my dad both came up as, swindlers through the church. So they all laugh because my dad comes in the store and is like, talks shit to everybody. He tells the one guy that cuts his hair, like, you could cut my hair, but you're not allowed to have any conversations while you cut my hair because you take too fucking long. Like, let me cut my hair, don't talk, and let me get out of here. They're like, when the weather gets out, we see your dad outside. He's got his fucking wife beater on, smoking cigars. Like, he's out of his mind.
Out of his mind.
Out of his mind. So, yeah. Crazy motherfucker. I don't know how we got off on that tangent, but.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's something to work. It's something to work towards, though.
Yeah.
You could do worse.
Well, I mean, if you ask me, knowing that I come from that crazy fuck, I feel like I'm okay through all this.
Yeah.
Like, so one of his doctors told him, they're like, Phil, don't worry about it. You're probably going to outlive the doctor that diagnosed you.
That happened to my
Sounds like-
grandfather. My
Sounds
grandfather.
like one of his friends.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, my father was legitimately a drug addict for 40 years.
Right.
And, like, is like, he's like, all the damage I've done, he's like, I don't deserve to live to 90. He's like, but I probably will anyway. He's like, this virus ain't taking me out. I'm like, I mean, I hate to say, but you're probably fucking
Probably
right.
right.
I had a grandfather die in 90. Same thing. He went to the doctor. He's telling us, we went down to Florida to visit him. He's telling us, oh, you know, the doctor, he says, you can't have red meat so much. You can't have, you know, like, what's your diet like? He says, well, you know, I have a steak twice a week. They're like, you know, Benny, you can't eat like that. It's, you know, you whatever, 80 something years old. He's like, listen, he's like, I had a steak twice a week for the last 54 years. It gave me the strength to survive 2 heart attacks. That's what's giving you that. Even what can you say, right? So my sister and I go back to visit him a couple of years later, and now he's like whatever, he's like 90, I guess, close to 90, 89 maybe, and he's like, oh, come on, we're making steaks, and he starts getting the steaks out. My sister goes, you know, we call him Poppy. She's like, Poppy, didn't the doctor say you can't eat the steaks? He goes, oh, that doctor, he died. This guy, that was amazing. Same kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I think when you get that old, you get like this certain sense of humor.
Yeah. He's just
Yeah,
like,
you don't even give a shit about people's feelings, and you just let it rip.
Oh, my dad's been like that since he's fucking, yeah.
I was gonna say, my stepfather is the exact same way. He was saying, I was talking to him the other day on the phone, calling to check in on him, and he's saying, oh, I was talking to Laurel, who's his wife now, and he's like, no, the government's got it all wrong. He's like, social distancing, no, we should let this run rampant. You get rid of all the old people. Now, he's an old person on Social Security. He's like, get rid of all the old people on Social Security. You save tons of money. I'm like,
Tons, yeah.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I hear you. No, I'm just kidding.
You got to respect that. You got to respect that.
You gotta respect that. Yeah, you do. So have you changed? Has anyone here changed? What they? How do I put this? So like 9/11, right? 9/11 went down. Stuff changed forever, right? Like not only just like rules and whatnot, but like basically, or at least for me, it did. Like how you act. For example, a plane will not be hijacked over American airspace ever again. Dude stands up and says, this is a hot, and 500 people are just going to rush him. Like, that's not going to happen anymore. But, like, with this going on the way it is, like, have you guys changed your day-to-day? I mean, not everyone's a nut like I am, but, like, are you changing in your day-to-day besides, like, working from home and all of that stuff? Are you thinking?
What do you mean? Like, we're forced to change our day-to-day, so you got to
No,
be
I mean, like, are you
specific.
planning to make changes day-to-day?
Like stabbing someone when they cough? Like, what are you talking about?
No, I know what you mean. Like, no, I do. Yeah, I think, honestly, maybe this is just the kind of person I am, but I think I kind of speak my mind in general, but I feel like I'm going to speak my mind going forward probably all the time, no matter what. Like, I feel like through this, this thing is kind of, in some way, like this thing has kind of been pretty revealing for people. I feel like it kind of like, this thing is kind of showing people for who they are to some degree, good and bad, right? Like, so who you are is kind of magnified through this. Like, so if you're kind of a lazy person, you're going to be lazy through this. And if you're motivated, you're going to stick to your plan and maybe do all that stuff. And also I think the thing with social media makes this whole thing unique because everybody can broadcast their opinions. I mean, myself included, obviously we're doing that right now, but everybody can put their opinions about what's going on out here now. And it's like, you see all these opinions and you see not just opinions, but like the people that like the same people that point fingers were pointing fingers politically beforehand are doing the same thing now, and almost like at a heightened level. And you see in politics and socially, I feel like everybody's agenda is almost magnified. If you had an agenda, whether it was pro-Trump or against Trump, it's at 100 miles an hour now. If it was pro-Democrat or pro-Republican now, it's fucking overboard.
Yeah, the anti-Trump people would rather see 1,000 people die a day rather than his plans work out well, or the
anything to almost be right.
Yeah, exactly. It's like fuck human life. I need to be right. My views and my opinions need to be validated. So fuck everybody else.
Yeah, I almost feel like that's kind of like shifted the cultural thing here a little bit. And I'll probably practice social distance from most people's opinions going forward. Like, I don't want to hear it. But also at the same time, I almost feel like if I hear certain things, it's almost like I kind of know based on where your standpoint is with some of these things, like what traits came out of you and got magnified during all this. It's like, man, like I probably don't want to be around you. I don't know that I don't need to associate with you anymore. It's like you're doing that for me, and I can know to like be like, cool, man, this good, stay over there.
Right. I get it. That's interesting.
I mean, but also on the flip side of that,
fun of me for buying toilet paper a year at a time anymore, but
well, that's what I mean, dude. If you're one of these assholes that hoarded toilet paper before all this, like you're a selfish.
I hoarded it before anyone wanted it, though.
Yeah, you selfish fuck. I don't want you in my fucking house. All this shit hits the ground.
No, dude, I bought my toilet paper in like November. You know
what I'm saying, but if you're one of these,
but that's different though. That's like I buy toilet paper at like Sam's Club or shit like that. Like I buy it because it's cheaper. Not, but I also didn't go there like once it started and buy 4 cases of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
no, me either.
If you're one of these selfish people that's there right now, hoarding up so nobody else can have it, it's like you're a selfish motherfucker. I don't want you near me when shit hits the fan.
Right. Well, I mean, no, you know what I'm saying. Like I'm canning food all the time, jarring food. God, pickling eggs now because we're weird. But like,
because you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, right. But not everyone's like that. Like, do you think?
But if you are like that, I don't want you did the work for me. I don't want to associate with you.
Oh, I got you.
But on the flip side of that too, I don't want to be all negative. There's a lot of good stuff that's come out of this too. There's a lot of really positive things. So I've seen also positive things come out of people, and it's made me appreciate and have faith in some things. Like seeing how quickly some of the businesses have adapted. They're doing like virtual bar crawls, getting people involved, like free delivery services, shit, people volunteering to do things. That's fucking awesome, and that's a good positive side of things. And
yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Also me seeing positive traits in people that I also didn't know existed, that I'm like, wow, you know what? Like, bravo to you, sir, too. So I don't want to be only negative, but like, I feel like going forward, it makes me want to celebrate even harder for people with good things, doing good things. And like, just, if you have.
Just cut the negative out.
Yeah, like, I don't want to be one of these good vibes only fucking.
Right.
My ass shit, but like, you know what I'm saying.
You don't have crystals?
I like girls named Crystal, but I don't know.
All right, that's cool. How about you, Steve? Anything different, changing?
Again, I'm going to say be a little bit more prepared for stuff. Different, I want
more toilet paper.
What are you talking about, bro? More prepared? You got more ammo than anybody I know.
I do, but that's just because I like to shoot. But you think you're prepared, but you're really not.
Right.
So, am I prepared for zombies? Yeah. I've been waiting for zombies, man. But I'm not prepared for a virus. I don't have soap. I barely use soap regardless.
What do you use? Patchouli taint? What do you?
That's great to hear from a fucking jiu-jitsu gym owner. Yeah. I don't even use soap.
I use that. Nikki makes fun of me, but I use like that head and shoulders shit.
Head and shoulders.
For my entire body. Like,
oh yeah, I use an all-in-one too.
Well, I do the same thing because it kills everything.
Yeah, well, cripple, you only have to use head and shoulders. Your legs are fucking meaningless.
Listen, I got to keep the upper top, the top part.
So yeah, a little bit more prepared like that. Not, I wouldn't say in a hoarding way, because that's ridiculous. And people will say to me, "Oh, I have some friends who are like real hard, like preppers, like pretty wild stuff." Like if you watch that show, like Doomsday Preppers. Oh, yeah. So you hide your face.
Yeah.
Yo, all those people look like geniuses now, though.
Yeah, well, Steve's jarring food and putting it in his like.
But I always do that. I've been doing
jarring food and putting it in his ass.
20 years. Well, 10 years.
So, yeah, but like again, who would have thought of virus? Nobody thought of virus. Again,
right.
I'm prepared for zombies. I got bullets and bulletproof vests, but I don't have hand sanitizer and soap.
The people that know about viruses knew it was going to be a virus. The guy that was on Rogan, he wrote a book years ago. Like I think it was like 2010 or something like that. And there's a whole chapter in it about a virus coming from China. Like he named China specifically,
and it was a corona.
A corona type virus.
Yeah.
And Like he was fucking dead on.
Yeah.
So
Most of the smarter people, I guess, probably knew this was like gonna come.
Yeah.
Us fucking retards.
us fucking idiots that just talk shit.
We're
on
like,
the
oh,
internet.
it's a
I'll
pandemic.
shoot the virus.
Shoot the virus.
I'm gonna shoot the virus.
Yeah.
Well, what I was getting at is, do you think that when this is all said and done, is it gonna be just normal again? Meaning, everybody's just gonna go back to jujitsu? Are we gonna lose some people? Is everyone just gonna go back to general society? Are we gonna lose some
Yeah,
people?
I'll take it out.
You know what I'm saying? I personally think a lot of people are going to like, and this isn't really particularly related to like jujitsu or anything, or like what, freedom or anything like that, but like, I think probably 20% of the workforce is just going to continue to work from home because why not, right? So I can see that being an effect, but like I'm thinking about jujitsu now specifically. It's there's no way around it. There's no social distance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think a lot of people are gonna like panic and not panic. At the new normal, they don't want to get.
The new normal, I don't think we know what it's going to be yet. I think it's going to take time. Like the new normal. I don't think we'll know what it is. Probably until we slowly get back to real life for a month or so. But I don't think we'll know what that is. And there's going to be a lot of different stuff. You know what I mean? I think there's going to be a little bit of a split in people. I think some people are going to just treat it like whatever and get back to how it was before.
Right.
Other people are probably going to be a lot more hesitant. And I think it's going to be a little while until like that kind of until you kind of get a feel for like how everybody is treating it. I don't think it's going to be across the board. I think it's going to be a little bit of split. Like there's going to be a lot of people like Steve who are going to be worried about the next thing. And that's what scares me the most, right? Like, I'm not saying it's not prudent to prepare for the next thing, but that's what scares me. It's like, man, the next sneeze at a new virus, what happens? Does everybody just fucking willingly, does everybody just willingly quarantine themselves? Like, it's not going to take much to, like people may willingly go into
Quarantine
shit like that. So the new normal socially, and then new normal regulatorily, or like very, who knows? And I'm nervous about. I'm more the social part. I'm not worried about. People exercise your freedom. You want to be cautious? Go ahead. For me, I'm going back to how I was before. I'm not going to be scared to go do jiu-jitsu and shit like that. But I do worry about the far-reaching governmental and law things that might come out of this that maybe also have an effect on social cues.
9/11, the Patriot Act, shit like that.
Shit like that. There's going to be a lot of weird shit going on.
There's gonna be a lot of weird
What was
stuff.
Shannon's question? Do you think Pornhub will release more videos? Yeah, bro. Porn don't stop no matter what.
Jake just
Coronavirus porn.
Yeah, pandemic porn, son.
The thing is also is I feel like people like us, our friends, we have one foot out the door. We're ready to go. Like they say the gym's open, we're gonna be there. But not everybody.
That first class,
Oh my God.
it's going to be packed. You might as well put mats in the fucking parking lot.
Yeah. But there is people who are going to be the opposite, who are going to be paranoid to go out, So I do think that,
No one from Freedom.
Not anybody that I associate with.
Exactly.
The people that have been dedicated from the start are going to go right back to it.
Oh, I know that.
Like the more casuals might be a little bit more cautious and weary, but like, man, if you told me the gym was open right now,
Done. Let's go.
I'm there.
Even after a couple of drinks, let's fucking roll.
I'm fucking roll.
I've never had more clean rash guards or gis at one time in my life. I'm ready. Let's go.
I actually had to go to the gym because I had so much shit and just drop it off there because I had nobody. It was like.
Here's a question. I'd be curious to find out the amount of guys that do jiu-jitsu that actually come down with corona. Because I wonder the close contact all the time, what that does for your immune system. because you're
Right.
constantly in contact with other people.
Yeah.
You know, you got to have, I would assume,
It's close as you could be without being gay.
even if you are Adam.
Love that one up, man.
That was a fucking right down the pipe. I couldn't.
He'll be happy that his name was mentioned.
But I wonder if there's something to be said for that type of lifestyle, whether it makes you kind of more robust and healthy or not. You know, because I don't know a single person.
As far as what? Jiu-jitsu or?
Yeah, like does doing jiu-jitsu, being in close contact, it keeps you in shape physically. You're in constant contact with other people, so you're trading fucking good and bad germs left and right.
I think, yeah, I think that helps. I think it builds your immunity to everything. I think, being athletic and, being healthy, overall healthy is, makes you have a stronger immune system. And
I want to know how many
Slowly-
people that do jiu-jitsu got COVID.
I don't know anybody.
Me neither.
I don't know anybody.
I don't know a single guy that likes to or girl that likes to choke people that's sick right now.
I mean, I do know some people that are high-level athletes that have gotten it. So,
Right.
like, specifically jujitsu.
Well, no,
Not-
that's why I'm
but like, yeah,
isolating
like
jiu-jitsu based on the close contact.
I mean, you could just see like how many NBA players that have gotten it.
Yeah,
Like, there's been a lot of them.
tall people don't live long anyway. No offense.
Fuck yourself.
All due
It's all right.
respect.
It's fine. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Big fun. Where'd Steve go? He just left?
He might have fell.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Hopefully that gun wasn't loaded.
So Steve, what if anything are you planning to like
No, we hobbled back in.
are you planning to have anything for everybody to look forward to when the gym opens, or just back to business as usual? Are you gonna try and do something to kind of like celebrate?
Yeah, I have some ideas. Nothing set in solid. Obviously, it's back to business as soon as we're allowed to. As far as, maybe a couple of guest instructors or some seminars or something, I don't know. I got to get something to, just give back. I like to give back anyway, so.
I think the first class should just be a fucking battle royale. You show up, no warm-ups, no nothing, just everybody just starts fucking everybody up immediately.
People are just going to be dropping everywhere.
But no heel hooks, so nobody gets,
Nah.
Imagine you come back and get heel hooked and blow your fucking ACL out and you can't for the next 6 months.
People are just going
That's
to
what he
get
used that gun that Steve has.
I say leg locks only.
Yeah, that's what you
Oh,
said.
you would, you fuck.
I think once you get a submission, like even an attempt and it's close, you should just let go. So you just keep mauling each other.
Just keep going, nonstop.
Just battle royale.
5
I'm
straight.
curious to see the super athletic people, if they have not been doing anything, and I don't really have anybody.
Got like super fucking lazy.
Yeah, I'm curious to see who's really been a piece of shit and who's not.
Luigi.
Bro. Sky
I haven't
Louis.
seen him. Have you?
I see him, but man.
I don't know if he's telling the truth with the Texas though.
Oh, he's telling the truth. He was literally for a week locked into PS4. Yeah, Steve. So our buddy, Steve Zarzana, he's on the podcast Instagram. He goes, he just wrote, his son Benny just thought Big Steve was me.
And Benny knows you forever.
Yeah, he knows me pretty well. Thanks, Benny.
Hey, Steve, one of the first things I'm doing, not you, the other Steve. One of the first things I'm doing when I get out of quarantine is getting a tattoo.
Oh, fuck yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Seriously, one of
my
the
face?
things I'm doing.
Freedom tat.
Could do a
Put it
freedom.
on your ass.
Could do a freedom tat.
Not
Get the
on your
freedom
ass.
star on both cheeks.
Ooh.
I got the ass of spades. Don't
Where's Chrissy now? See what Chrissy thinks.
And now they're divorced.
I don't know.
That's the ultimate freedom.
It is.
I'm trying to get Luigi to do it.
What, a freedom tattoo?
Yeah.
He'll do it. I'll do it. I'd probably. Dave's the one to do it. Dave will fucking put you can't
Listen,
put anything on him.
Listen, Dave's like you're talking to the wrong person.
yeah, that time in my life is over.
Oh man,
Christmas
that
tree
was
not too
a fun
long
time.
ago.
That was 5 years ago.
It was still
Yeah,
fun.
long ago. Honestly, bro, I don't even want to get tattooed anymore. Just like
Really?
I have my entire back is done, right? And I have a piece like this big in the middle that needs to be colored in, like this big. And I'm like, nah, I'm over it.
Zarzana keeps harassing me to finish my chest that I started like 3 years ago. I have a whole chest plate and then the rest of my stomach. He's like, when are we gonna finish it? I'm like, man, I kind of don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell's fun?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get something.
Phil just wrote, one of you dudes has a tramp stamp. Yeah, it's cool.
Me. Yeah. I know. Now everyone knows. Thanks, Phil.
I think our 1 hour just lost. We just lost a little bit of
Oh,
Yeah.
live. 'cause for
Instagram
an
Live is
hour.
only an hour?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to stop and restart it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Zarzana said something, and I don't know what he said.
Oh, he'll come back. Ask him. Are we already an hour deep? Fuck.
Over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, now
Little
little
over.
You guys want to keep rolling or?
Yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah, what else you got?
we've just been
We
both
keep rolling. We could also do this again. Like, I mean, all of us have, except for
literally
Steve,
whatever.
very much fucking going on in life right now.
Yeah, I have nothing to
Yeah.
do tomorrow. I mean, I would like to train tomorrow, but outside of that, I have literally.
Tomorrow's Easter, right?
Oh yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, yeah, you don't
I
have
don't fucking know.
Does that mean, I mean,
religion, so
holidays mean nothing to me anyway. I don't do anything. But also, like, what is everybody doing for Easter? The same shit they did today.
no, I'm escaping to go eat.
We're
something.
actually driving. We're eating here. We're driving around and we're gonna drop some flowers off in my parents, Mickey's parents,
Nice.
but not go inside. So
Some respectable shit.
Yeah.
except my mom lives in like West Islip, and my dad lives in West Hampton. So like
Oh, that's a fucking hike.
I'm in the middle.
We're just gonna make a cheese board and get drunk, probably.
Pretty much.
You know what?
All right. Bourbon, cheese, maybe a cigar. That's about it.
100%.
What are you drinking now, D-Rock?
I'm drinking a hard seltzer. I was drinking whiskey before, but I took a Montauk hard seltzer now.
Yeah, shout out to Ali, who was being our waitress before. She brought me a beer. She brought him a hard seltzer. So
I did train though. I trained before. I've trained like every fucking day, so I'm still.
Omar just texted me
So lucky.
9:30 a.m. He's training, D-Rock.
Yeah, I know exactly where he's training too.
it's a secret location.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have woke up. I might have woke up with Omar in my house with a mask on once.
I guess Omar doesn't know that you're not really a morning guy.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows.
He knows.
Well, when you sleep throughout most of the day, like, does that count? I mean, like morning, afternoon, night, it's all kind of the same thing.
Listen, I'm out here living up to my name.
Sleepy D-Rock.
Like, I don't like to get up at 9 a.m. and do shit other than drink coffee. I'm an afternoon trainer.
Afternoon training.
Yeah, I'll train every day, just not at 5 a.m. or 9 a.m. I'm an after 10 o'clock guy.
One of my friends swears that Jocko Willing gets up, takes a picture of his watch, and goes back to bed.
1,000%.
That'd be fucking awesome.
That guy has went on whatever that Flickr is and taken every fucking sunrise and sunset photo there is, got them all stocked up.
He just sets the watch and has it auto take the picture, post the picture at a certain time.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got a nerd like you, Steve, that just fucking computes puts an algorithm together and just fucking sends it out automatically.
Yeah, autopost.
Fucking 4 a.m.
4:47.
Every fifth day, do it at 4:01, just so it seems like we're not a.
If you go to bed, if you go to bed earlier and you wake up earlier, what's the difference if you go
It's
to
the
bed
same
later?
fucking thing. Yeah,
Same shit.
Go to bed at 1 a.m. and wake up at 4:30, motherfucker. Impress me.
not happening.
That's impressive, yeah. That's what happens when you're 20. Now, not so much.
Yeah, no more.
Yeah, no, I'm not built for that life.
Hey,
I unfortunately don't sleep, so that still fucking happens to me.
Yo,
Not by choice though.
as I've gotten older, I've definitely like my ability to sleep is different. Like I used to be able to sleep till I could sleep for 14 hours a day when I was younger, but now, even when I'm tired, I can't. The most I can take a nap for is maybe tops an hour. Like I don't, I have a hard time staying asleep at night sometimes.
Yeah, night's the worst for me. Like fucking 8:30. I wake up at 8:30. Doesn't matter what time I go to sleep. If I wake up at 8:30, I feel like shit. It's fucking weird. Like I go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning. If I sleep past like 8 o'clock, I feel like shit.
Yeah, I don't sleep ever.
What's wrong with your shoulder, bro?
That's good. My knees have been bothering me. My shoulder's good. My knees hurt.
Yo, my knees have fucking been hurting me too.
Well, you're also 7 feet tall.
Yeah, but I've never had fucking knee problems ever. Like
You've been 7 feet tall for a long time. It starts to wear on you. Look at this asshole playing the violin.
just because you can't feel your knees, you piece of shit. Fuck you. I think honestly, it's from not doing jujitsu.
Yeah, honest, dude. So
it's
waking
true.
up not feeling fucked up has been weird. Like after 2 weeks of not training, waking up and like not feeling like I got hit by a bus was like it take a while.
Weird.
So I'm not gonna say, but earlier this week, I definitely trained and sparred. Actually, I sparred 6 hard rounds.
Himself, he just jerked off a lot.
But I woke up the next day fucking like, what the fuck? Like my body was not used to that. And the impact and shit. So I was like I woke up like almost like I thought I was sick for a minute because I wasn't used to what it felt like. That's how fucked up this is.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's backwards.
Yeah, I've been training, lifting, some light cardio, nothing crazy. I've done some easier CrossFit workouts, but I'm interested in seeing how like my first day rolling is gonna be. And how often.
Have you rolled at all since this?
I have not.
I've rolled twice.
I have not rolled since I want to say Sunday, the day before they forced us to close. So it's like March 15th or 16th or something.
Is this the longest you've ever gone without jiu-jitsu?
That's when I was too.
So when I had my biceps surgery, I was off the mat for 4 weeks. I was teaching 4 weeks out with one arm. So it's
I remember that.
just about that time.
Yeah, I remember that. When I had, you remember the
Shoulder?
the no-gi Pan Ams, like 7.
Oh, bro. Who helped you get dressed in the bathroom?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. He helped me get dressed, and then I got picked up and went down to Atlantic City
AC, yeah.
to go corner FJ.
Yeah.
With a grade 4 AC joint separation. I think I didn't train for a week after that, and then I trained for the next 8 weeks with my arm tied off of my belt.
I remember that.
And trained, but I probably should have been off the mat for about 8 weeks, but obviously I didn't fucking listen.
Does it look funny now or no?
What?
Is there any like
my shoulder? Oh yeah. I don't know if you like this. You could see like
you can see
you could see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It like dips off. You could definitely see how it dips down because I probably should have gotten surgery for it because it was a grade 4. It was a grade 4 separation. It was pretty fucked up.
You ever see Perna's?
No.
Yeah, Perna's is nasty. His is like still at like 4, but it like healed like that. It's pretty bad.
Oh well, I mean Perna.
Everything's off.
It matches him.
Yeah. Perna was born separated. I think the longest I've ever been off the mat in all my life training since I started training. I've been training for 13, almost 14 years now. The longest time I've ever been off was 9 months. It was half injury, and then when I was injured, it just took me time. I don't know, for whatever reason, I just like I kind of dragged my feet coming back, and I was like going to the gym, and I was like in this weird place where I was like, I didn't even know if I wanted to go back to training for some reason.
Right.
Like, I was kind of like questioning why do I train? Like, I was like, do I do this because like I really want to do it, or like am I doing it for like social points? You know what I mean? Like, it's like it's cool to train or whatever. So like I didn't go back. I was out for 9 months, and then I started losing my fucking mind. I went back.
Yeah.
And I was like, I will never miss that amount of time ever fucking again. And knock on that wood.
Yeah, it's I'm starting now to feel like
Sasa.
Fucking Steve. So Santa goes, the longest you're off the mat is when you sleep. We get it, bro. I mean, yeah. What can I say? You're right. You're right. Steve.
I train. Cool.
You're right.
All right.
We get it. You're right.
I'm starting now to like really like I need to get on the mat. Like I'm starting to lose it now. Like I was if you see my Instagram stories, almost every day I take Parker on my trampoline outside.
Yeah.
She jumps around. We wrestle on there. She's like, let's wrestle. So I go on there. We wrestle around. And like I was messing around on my phone, and I'm laying on the trampoline, and all of a sudden she like, dude, literally runs and just fucking boots me in the face. And I'm like, what? And I was like fired up. I'm like, yes, I need to. I was like, oh, I missed this, you know? But
Oh, I mean, you want to come tomorrow? I'm down.
yeah,
It's
tomorrow,
undisclosed
9:30, right?
location.
What?
9:30.
I mean, let's make it 10, but.
And then bring coffee.
Yeah, bro. You got that 7-Eleven connect.
And then bring coffee.
Cripple, you in?
I've been fighting both of my kids at the same time already. I'm dominating in the 85-pound weight class.
Are you doing any working out, Purple?
Not really, man. I never really. Jiu-jitsu is my only workout, honestly.
Getting up and down the stairs is a workout for him.
Yeah, well, I've been doing that enough, but I like moved a bunch of stone and like just
Bangs his wife.
cleaned out. Yeah, no, not as much really. Dude, with the jiu-jitsu,
With all due respect.
Christy just chimed in. That's why you guys are getting divorced.
the jiu-jitsu was basically my whole workout. I really haven't worked out. Like you saw, man, I was like taken down from it. I was dipping Oreos in peanut butter for a minute there.
We saw.
Yeah, it was bad. So
I
like,
respect that, by the way.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't be
I
upset.
don't know if I'm into the Oreos with peanut butter.
What?
you know what?
What are you into?
It's good. I'm not gonna lie. It's
All good. I mean, the cream and the peanut butter is a little weird.
I'm just saying it's
There's
not
nothing weird with peanut butter, ever.
exactly. That's exactly.
Peanut butter goes with everything.
But the point is like not really
Ask Adam.
too much. I'm only up 5 pounds
It's your dog.
from the quarantine. So
Right.
I'm considering that a win, basically. And that's really it, man. I you know, I'm not a like nut. I don't eat like a ton of shit usually, but like, you know, I've been having chips here and there more than I would normally and stuff now. That's about it. But like, I'm worried about my cardio. That's my major concern. Like,
You can't do that anyway, so.
hey, listen. I'm concerned I'm gonna have like regular person cardio, like day one jiu-jitsu cardio when we get back to it.
I mean, Steve, you were never a fucking cardio machine to begin with, so.
No, never. But I've taken like day one and like one stripe white belts and just like made them tap just from like attrition. You know what I mean? Like that's, oh my God.
What are those sounds?
It's my stupid ass phone. I'm trying to put it off within the live stream.
Yo, Steve,
Yo.
if you really get antsy, I'm down to do a death match one day.
Whose shirt is that?
Shit got real.
I just got invaded.
I was gonna say I could hear the kids. I hear them.
Come here.
I can't compete with this because all of you are either way better at jiu-jitsu,
Parker!
or literally twice my size.
Parker, say D-Rock.
She's like, nope.
You used to do it.
She used to. Bye.
But I'm dead serious. We could do just a fucking death match one day in the garage. Just
Yeah, I'm gonna say if this doesn't end soon, I'm definitely gonna do it.
let's do it. I mean, I've rolled only fucking 2 times since this has ended or started. Sorry,
Twice.
I might be getting drunk right now.
The booze is kicking in.
We're all getting
J-Rock just showed up. J-Rock, get over here.
Chase, Allie, this is
J-Rock's here. J-Rock, get over here. Hold on, let's get it. There he is.
Oh,
Fresh from Omar's house.
there was some good pictures I saw of him online today.
Tim brought this champagne, $100 bottle of champagne. And Ronnie brought
I saw that. Stop. Hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh. Shit's getting crazy now.
I was gonna say this might be the time to
Steve.
sign off.
Yo, Steve, the Facebook feed just – oh, it's back.
Yeah. I had to mute all the text I was getting from my
Oh.
No, you're so
Family.
popular.
from my
Steve.
family. I had to shut it all off.
I saw the bottle of champagne. I also saw some good pictures of J-Rock too.
Yeah, J-Rock. J-Rock's in the group chat now, too.
Yeah.
Thank you for all those pictures. Those are
J-Rock, you look healthy.
Right, we bring Benny over here too.
All right. I feel like the wheels are starting to come off this month.
And the wheels are coming off, and I got a motorcycle headed my way. He's gonna take out everything.
What?
Listen,
Oh,
this is a
Mark
good.
is on the motorcycle?
Yeah.
Wait, look, film that. Film that. That's a good way to go out. That's how we're ending it.
He hasn't. She's stuck in reverse. Thank God. She doesn't
I
have
can
a
hear
forward.
the beeping.
Like Austin Powers when he can't get off that wall. All right, should we wrap this up or what?
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Time.
All right. Well, all right. Hold on. Before we wrap this up, should we do this again or what? Soon?
Yeah, I'm down.
All
I
right.
think
So,
for sure.
we'll do this
Hopefully we
again.
get Eric out on this time.
Yeah, don't count on it.
No, I'm not.
But yeah, we'll do it again sometime next week.
Yeah, I'm good with, you just let me know, man. We'll figure it out. I like this format. It's pretty cool.
All right. So sometime next week, and yeah, Six Borough Podcast. Thanks, guys, for tuning in, and let us know. Comment. Tell us if this was enjoyable or not. If the audio sucked, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll get it up on YouTube as well. Oh,
Yeah.
look.
Oh,
we'll have Zaza and Benny joining on the
Yeah,
Instagram Live.
Steve had to crash with the kids. So, hey, rule number 1, Steve. He goes, I don't want to get choked out, Big Steve. Wait, hold on. Zarzana,
I see him.
rule number 1, never apologize for being awesome.
Listen, you give respect where respect
Ah.
All right, guys.
I love you guys.
Big kiss. Benny, what up, kid? All right, we're out. Love you guys.
This is our podcast.
All right, guys.
Later.
Bye.
Later.